So Hertz, the car rental company, is selling over 20,000 of their Tesla EV vehicles in exchange for gas-powered vehicles. Now, how and why, right? That's a question that I began asking myself. Hertz stocks, though this is ticker symbol HTZ, has not been the best performing stock. It's been selling off, and shortly after this news is approaching 52-week lows at lows of $8.10 with a current price of $8.34. This is something that I'm going to be paying attention to tomorrow to see if I potentially want to short the stock. With that being said, again, this article says Hertz is selling 20,000 EV vehicles to buy gasoline cars instead. The first question that I asked is why? Well, according to this article, collision and damages repairs on EV often run about twice that associated in comparison to combustion vehicles. Now, one of the things that really catches me by surprise is that in my experience, I have a Tesla. It's one of my favorite cars to drive. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Teslas are very inexpensive when it comes down to maintenance. But when it comes down to repair, I would assume that, yeah, they are probably new vehicles. You have to go directly to Tesla. So they probably are more expensive to repair. But anytime that you get in a collision, at least for people like you and I, consumers, we just get our insurance to cover it. So it's very simple. So we don't see that type of cost or expense since, first off, it's illegal to drive a vehicle without insurance. And second, it's super cheap to insure a Tesla. I have one of the most expensive Teslas out there. It's a 2022 Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model X Plaid. And I think I pay about $100 a month for a 140,000 MSRP vehicle. Now, when it comes down to any of the repairs, it's truly very inexpensive, but I could only imagine that for a type of company like Hertz, yes, when you have 21,000 EV vehicles, it makes up 80% of your overall fleet. When it comes down to your EV fleet, it probably can be very expensive, especially when you're lending your car to be rented, and people obviously when they rent a car are not very careful. The thing that I really wanted to share with you guys when it comes down to this is, well, how is this negatively affecting Hertz? Hertz is expected to lose about $245 million due to the unexpected depreciation of this EV vehicle. But I wanted to remind you this. When it comes down to these Teslas, I pulled it up. Hertz cars for sale, Tesla Model 3, they have about 428 Teslas of these that are posted for sale. I wanted to show you, especially if you're in the market for a cheaper EV vehicle that's going to be somewhat low maintenance. Again, even if it's like your first car or your daily driver, what can you get for $20,000? Now, please note, this one has 103,000 miles. It's been driven, to say the least, but you can go down the list and try to find one that maybe has relatively lower miles when it comes down to something that might be more suitable for you. But I wanted to also let you know that not only do they have Teslas, Model 3, they have Tesla Model Ys, they have Tesla Model X's, so feel free to browse around and see if you can get a discount. Also, you also can get a tax rebate up to $4,000 when you buy an EV vehicle. This has been something that has been very popular when buying a Tesla, and it's their federal tax credit. So it's something to look into. So before you actually buy the vehicle, just make sure that in whatever state you are in, if you can qualify for an additional $4,000 tax credit, then why not? Because even if you end up paying $22,000 for it, then maybe it turns it into $18,000. And what other vehicle that's a 2021 can you get for $18,000? And in my opinion, Teslas are one of the best cars out there, and that's why we decided to give it away, right? So maybe you're not in the market in buying a Tesla, but what about winning one? And this isn't a giveaway that's going to go on for another 30 or 60 days. This giveaway ends this week. So it's January 15th right now. It ends on January 21st. So what that means is you can head on over to shoptechbuds.com, and you don't have to overcomplicate it. You can look at how to enter, but it's super simple. You can buy t-shirts, you can buy mouse pads, you can buy wall art. Literally, you can buy anything from our store at Shop Tech Buds. And we have a wide collection. We have some Elon Musties, and I'll show you this. And you will automatically get entered for a chance to win this Tesla Model 3 long range that has 20,000 miles. So what would that look like? Well, I wanted to show you. If you were to buy a Tesla, even comparing it to these very cheap ones that are posted on Hertz, I wanted to show you this. The trim, it doesn't allow, oh, here it goes. I'm going to go on the long range, and the mileage, we have one that has 20,000. So let's just go even under 25,000 to see if they have anything in that spec. They don't have one with less than 25,000 miles. So let's go ahead and remove that filter, and maybe we'll go to their lowest mileage one and try to see what we can find. But right off the bat, from low to high, this one is 28,000, 29,000, 29,000, and you can see that these are all right around 96,000 miles. Now, how cool would it be to win one of these Teslas with white interior? It's a long range, and it only has 20,000 miles. Is this going to be your first car? Is this going to be your daily driver? In my opinion, there's no better daily driver, especially, for commutes within the city, for a Tesla, rather than a Tesla Model 3 long range, and we're giving one of these away. I want to remind you that do not overcomplicate this giveaway. We have mystery boxes if you want to check it out, and it comes with all of this, or just keep it simple. You can buy a Go F Yourself Elon Musk tee, one of my personal favorite. You can buy a Cybertruck mouse pad, a mystery box, a Cybertruck t-shirt. It's literally super, super simple, and we're doing 20x entries right now, which means that if you buy a t-shirt, you'll get 1,000 entries, 1,000 automatic entries for a chance for you to win that Tesla Model 3 long range. You can buy anything from our bonus entry blowout collection. You can buy generic tees such as our Wall Street tee, our LA tee, Tokyo, Phoenix. They all get you 1,000 entries. Our mouse pads, the Go F Yourself, Starship, Cybertruck, Day Trader mouse pad, 1,000 entries, 1,000 entries, 1,000 entries, 1,000 entries. The list goes on. Literally every single order gets you entered for a chance to win that Tesla Model 3, and what better time to do so? Even if you end up winning that Tesla and you don't want to keep it, right, because maybe you prefer gas vehicles, post it for sale. You can see that you can get probably more than $28,000, $30,000. So why not post it for sale, right? Super, super simple on how to enter. Don't buy anything you don't actually want, and automatically get entered for that Tesla Model 3 that ends in just 6 days. So if you don't enter, that's fine. I'm just going to be handing the key to that Tesla to someone else. So I appreciate your time. I went ahead and I linked the site down below. It's shoptechbuds.com. It's the 4th link in the description down below. And if you have any questions before participating in our giveaway, shoot me a direct message via Instagram, and that's the 3rd link in the description down below. But yeah, I thought it was quite of an interesting story when it comes down to Hertz and how it's affecting the overall car prices for Teslas. But again, if you don't want to end up buying one yourself, then maybe you can win one for our Tesla giveaway. So appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.